All right, everybody, big hello to you all. Thanks. And finally, we're past all the technical difficulties in order to be at the event today. I'm happy to welcome you. My name is John Adler, and I am a speaker for PayChanger. And today, we actually have a great big event for you. We've been waiting for it, and let's check to see how well you can see and hear me in the chat, 1 to 10. In spite of my non-stable internet connection, I'm thinking that today's broadcast will be very well. Write in the chat how well you can hear and see me. I'm happy to welcome you. Haven't been online for a while now, and I'm thinking that you've missed us just like we missed you. I'm seeing a lot of 10s. I'm seeing your emotions and your reactions, and that's great. So today we have a big event. We'll have some guests online, haven't been here for a while, as I said. And I'd like to also say that finally, right, in spite of us not having been online for a while and not having done giveaways, at the end of today, we'll do a giveaway, which we all know and like. So one more thing I wanted to ask, is translation working in all 3 languages? Can you hear it? You still now have the opportunity to switch to another language. That is actually very good as well. So welcome everybody, and please type in the chat, is the translation working in the 3 languages? Please tell me in the chat. I'm seeing there's people from Nigeria. Yeah, you guys can change the language, and I think you already figured it out. So let's keep on moving on, and I'm going to tell you about what's in store for us today, what we've achieved as of today, and what we've got. We'll do an interim review over the past 3 months, and we'll also talk about how we're developing the product right now, what we're focusing on, and what the priorities are. We'll tell you what we found out, what got in our way in working and developing, and what solutions we'll be implementing to resolve these issues. Also today, we'll talk about news about NFT. We'll talk about this camping partnership program and a plan of action for right now. So what we're going to do right now. So a little review, a summary. We launched 13th of May on the exchange, and in 3 days, it's going to be 3 months that we've been listed. So it's a little kind of a birthday after 3 months. So we're still a startup that's entered the market recently, and already now we've got some really good results to share. So let us discuss exactly these achievements and results. And throughout today's meeting, we will do a little summary of what subscriptions were purchased, what kind of what number of registrations, what the number of active users is, and we'll see the proportions at the end of today's event. We'll be able to voice to you and share with you that statistic. Now, at the same time, I'd like to note the fact that we're already present at several platforms like LiveCoinWatch, TwoCoinCharts, CVL Wallet, CoinMarket, and we've already been verified by renowned companies such as DexTools, Best-Casca, and we're working with several exchanges already, and all of that has a favorable effect on the development of our partners. So we're expanding the functionality and the opportunities. We've also launched a system of ratings, which we'll talk about too. And we're developing NFTs with a really cool team. We've got already an effective tool for scaling, such as demo subscriptions and a demonstration calculator. Thanks to those, you can calculate the rough income on a certain subscription that you can work with. We're also registered in Hong Kong. We got a license in Africa as well recently, and soon enough, we'll have a company in Prague. So you see the business is expanding. The number of partners is increasing as well, and the work that's being done to develop us in the crypto industry is being done. We've got all the licenses necessary for this kind of activity. And one of our strong advantages is a transparent, decentralized operation. And you can see in real time the ratings of buying and selling, everything that's going on the platform. And I think for the whole community, that's actually a big advantage. Now, throughout this time, we've implemented and tested those ratings. And during pre-sale, we also had an ad hoc idea of forming the DAO, and already 143 participants got NFTs. So 42 NFTs at the third level. That's with the rating 33. 33 NFTs at the second level and 67 NFTs of the first level. Just reading out some statistics here, and let's talk with the community now. So tell us, do we have people here who already had their subscriptions complete? Are there people here among us that have used their bonus dollars? Now, by the way, today we'll talk about bonus dollars some more, about the value of these bonus dollars. And at the very end, we'll give away some new bonus dollars as well. So one more thing, guys, I want to ask you, what kind of questions do you have to our today's guest? And that is exactly the CEO of the company, Sergey. So if you have any if you have any questions, you can type those in the chat. And during our little AMA session or conference call, we'll be able to hopefully answer some of those questions. So right now, let's look to see what you guys are telling me in the chat. So could you tell me whatever questions, if you have some, the questions to the CEO of PayChanger, or the first part that I asked you, have you had your subscriptions complete? Have you got your double the investment? Have you used your bonus dollars? I'd like to hear your answer. So I'm seeing some of your positive answers now. So we've remembered what we've achieved over the past 3 months. And now I'd like to invite here to speak the person who once made a decision, and that is why we're still gathering here. It's an entrepreneur, a person who's living quite actively, travels a lot, does business. And I'd like to introduce to you the CEO of our project, Sergey Moskalenko. Now, Sergey, if you're here with us, please turn your microphone on and let's talk to you. Welcome. Hi, John. Happy to see everybody. So, Sergey, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. We are working hard, and I'm ready to share with you what's already happened, what's about to happen, what are some technical decisions that we've made, what our plans are for the coming future. That's really good. Well then, I'd like to, you know what question I'd like to ask you? So you, all right, once again. Yeah, there's something wrong with the sound there. Okay. Can you hear me now? So tell me, or tell us rather, what is the news that you have for us today? Well, I'm going to tell you about what we've done over this time, because as you noticed, July was it was pretty passive, and everybody's noticed that by the market, by the transactions and whatnot, the other projects, the whole crypto market. So we didn't waste time. and we were developing the roadmap, new ideas, and that transformed into a kind of an appearance of a new form of our system. So we're more than a payment service now. We're becoming a platform. And on this platform, we will add a lot of various ideas and technical solutions that will enable to introduce more value for the infrastructure of the circulation of our token. And we'll talk about that in more detail. I'm thinking that I'll be able to answer some of the questions. Besides, I know that people have a lot of questions. I'm going to let you in on what the technical solution is and what the new tool is that we've implemented in order for our investors and for the people that entered the staking and the subscriptions at the very beginning would be able to substantially decrease the cost of their token. I mean, how much it costs them. So let's begin. It's a lot of information to cover. Great. Thank you very much. So, Sergey, could you name what specific items in the tool set you mean? Well, see, we've already gotten to know our staking mechanic, and it's displayed itself well, even on a dropping market. So people have been convinced that the product actually works as we're tied to the US dollar, and that's demonstrated that our staking mechanic is truly unique. And when many projects, even top of the line projects that have a staking mechanic, when their token price goes down in the market, people make money in terms of if they get more tokens, but they lose out in real money. We have a slightly different situation. So all the subscriptions that were purchased back at listing price, they will be completed with 100% profit in money. And we are convinced of that every day, even with the token price going down, because you cannot lose with us, pretty much. You cannot not earn. So that's pretty important when the product actually works. So it works, and that's one of our big advantages. All right. Now moving on, we throughout this time, while everybody was on vacation and stuff, we found a lot of ideas that could make her token truly useful and usable in all these ideas. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of technical effort. It's gonna be it's gonna take time. It's gonna take investment, but it's gonna be in a roadmap for these 3 to 4 years because, as you know, in circulation, we will have by the end of the year 100 million tokens, and that amount won't grow. It's still 900 million tokens will be blocked in the smart contract. And right now, actually, all of these ideas and technical solutions are aimed at already now, while those tokens are still not on the market, for us to be able to create an infrastructure for the token to be usable. And if you all know that 100 million is the total number of unlocked tokens, actually, really in the market, there will be about 60 million. At the price that is on the market right now, it's pretty easy to create a turnover in the company. And throughout this short period of time, considering that we have all the indicators that are transparent, that are visible, that we expect at a certain period. So it's a task that would be easy to solve. And as always, we will see the dynamic and see the positive developments on the exchange. And I've been saying for a while now that we try to stick to this kind of gradual entrance of the token to the market and gradual growth without some artificial pumping. And our whole community is going to participate in that. That's awesome. Thank you, Sergey. So, yeah, a lot of what you said right now, what are you actually focusing on? What is your attention on? So we're focusing on the P2P market more because that's a global market, a big one, and there's a lot of money in it. And in this market, there are some pain points that can be resolved. And those ideas that we already have and that we've been doing locally, they are resolving the P2P issues of the decentralized market. It's going to be really awesome when our token is going to be used in these ideas. Now, the second thing is partner marketing. It's what we're focusing on. It's partner-based marketing. And it's actually a great advantage. I believe that's the best tool for promotion. Now, I realize that in the crypto market, there's different types of marketing. There's advertising-based marketing. That's not really about our token right now, because as soon as we see this breakthrough moment, this pivoting moment, when we see the community come alive, we will have a large scale marketing campaign, advertising campaign. It's just going to give an impetus to all the people that right now will see the new horizons and the new opportunities of how you can earn with our staking and with our token. Right, moving on. And another thing I wanted to say actually about MLM marketing, because mostly you have the leaders involved here, and the leaders are kind of influencers. So you're working with people. That's one of the most difficult jobs out there. So for the leaders, we're implementing on our platform as many tools as possible for them to be able to earn money. And of course, these tools can be used by all the partners, but for the leaders, these will be special beneficial conditions that they will be able to employ. And in every tool will provide a referral bonus. So once you've built up your team once, and from all the mechanics, all the tools we've got, you're going to get a differentiated partner bonus. And that is, that was difficult to put together the work of several contracts and staking subscriptions. I mean, staking within the token. That's a new tool that we will have, and I'll tell you about it in more detail, how it's going to work, who it's made for, and what are the tasks that it can solve. And to tie all that into one structure was a big task. So it took us a week just to update the whole technical dimension. And we will implement sort of, I wouldn't say limits or thresholds, but if you remember when we were creating the subscriptions, right, we would look at certain statistics, right? From statistics to $100, you will always have more $100 subscriptions than $500 ones, more $500 ones than $1,000 ones, and more $1,000 subscriptions than $2,500 subscriptions. But because people started entering more expensive subscriptions, the statistic, you know, there was kind of a skew in the statistics, and $2,500 statistics, they take a little longer to complete than $500 and $1,000 subscriptions. So we will implement this this little kind of condition that a person can do a more expensive subscription if they've already got a smaller one before. And that should even out the statistics. And that will allow us, that will make the more expensive subscriptions more valuable, because that way they'll complete faster. And as I already said, gradual growth is one of our priorities. And we need to create the conditions for that so we wouldn't have any chaotic impulses going up or down. Because as of today, we've already reached the point from where we can kind of launch into a good profitable journey, and we're getting everything ready for that. We're creating more value for the community, quality networking. So we're doing everything in order to further on for a structure to emerge for the circulation of our token. And as we planned before, but right now we found some, I would say, little inconsistencies in the merchant program, and we're going to redo it, make it more quality in order for the merchants to be able to input information in a more segmented way and to map information, and it would make it easier for merchants to do searches. We already made a section where we have new merchants. They're on the map, and it's going to be segmented for fast search of merchants so that you could spend the tokens at more merchants. So I think I'm going to talk in more detail about about what everybody's very interested in and concerned about, the program that we've created. It's kind of an alternative to our subscriptions. It's an alternative to staking, but it's not tied to a dollar equivalent, but it's tied to a token, to the token. And we've created really good conditions for people that entered at pre-sale, that entered right after us getting listed, that possibly claimed the tokens but wouldn't sell it to the market, and they still have it on their wallet. And now they believe that their token is in their wallet at a very expensive price, and there's no sense to sell it now. And people kind of have some negative reaction to that. So for these people specifically, we've made this staking opportunity. You can use it only by token. So you stake the token and the profit you get in token. And that will allow you to kind of have an alternative. Either you hold the token in your wallet, or you stake the token, and while the exchange rate is growing, you get additional tokens. And we made these programs short, specifically for a month, 3 months, and 6 months. There's going to be a different interest rate to all of them, and all the tokens that are going to be added during the token, they will all be real. And you know, in our system, it's not possible that anything can be drawn up just out of nowhere, and they'll be there on the platform of the company where the profits are. So these tokens will be secured by the company's profits. And of course, we made a very low entrance threshold to that in order for countries that still haven't gotten involved strongly into our system, that people in these countries could afford to get involved. And if people have a few tokens in their wallets, that they could just easily stake them and get new profits. It's going to be $20 and up, the entrance threshold, and there will be certain limitations to how much you can stake for a month, 3 months, and 6 months. So starting next week, we'll launch this staking. And I'm hoping that everybody is going to get the most profitable result possible from that. And hopefully everybody's mood is going to change for the better. John, are you there? Can you hear me well? Yeah, I was speaking with my microphone muted. Great news. You know, part of that I know, but I'm listening to that and it's actually pretty awesome. So the next question, apart from staking and farming, will there be new products and how will this happen? Apart from staking and farming, there will be products introduced, but they will be introduced more for the consumption of the token. So that will be training, that will be affiliated trainers that are going to be on the platform where people will be able to get quality training information. And also, so at the platform itself, right, we'll be introducing programs to earn money where people can earn money with these programs. They'll be able to multiply their funds and additional websites, right, or additional portals, I guess, there will be for us to unite that all into an infrastructure where you can spend these tokens, and the merchants that we'll have on these websites will be able to introduce new value and be able to provide a partnership program for our partners. Great. So, Sergey, thank you very much for the answers that you're giving me. So, as I said in the beginning, the statistics will be there during our webinar. So, the freshest statistics now, I'm sure you don't even know it. It will be a nice surprise for you to hear this. So, here comes the statistics. The statistics is coming a little later, actually. I'm getting a hint here. So let's continue for all of our questions. And the next question, I am right now looking, all right, just a second here. The question, great, that's a great mission. And so what about NFTs though? I was saying in the beginning that we'll discuss some NFTs with you. Let's discuss this topic here. Right, see, NFTs are at the final stage already. This month, people will be able to unpack their NFTs and their wallets because already we're getting ready to platform for unpacking the NFTs. So how all of that is going to happen, right? So every person, and maybe you've already said how many people have NFTs. Yeah, how many people have received their NFTs? We also still have a few left. They are there to award and motivate our leaders because initially I said that in my priority, I don't have it in my priority to sell NFTs, although it's a very valuable resource because NFTs bring 3% of the company's turnover. And when your NFTs are on your wallet, we will, I mean, already we can share with you what the volume or turnover has been over the 3 months, and that profit will start getting accrued to your wallet. So the contract will calculate based on the turnover, how much profit exactly you're getting with your NFT, and it will be transferred to your wallet, but it will be transferred to your wallet gradually. The actual mechanic will share with you once the NFTs appear in your wallet, but before October, you will already have the profits accrued there. So the obligations that we took upon ourselves, we're living up to that. We're following the roadmap, and this will remain constant. Great. Great. That's actually pretty impressive and inspiring for further achievements, and it becomes more interesting, and it makes me feel like we're more than a payment system, and we have something to offer. We have more and more to offer the community. Speaking simply, how can we introduce the platform? What is our target audience, and what are the main values for the community? Well, as I said, our main target audience is the P2P segment, the DeFi P2P segment, because in spite of us, we will have verification, KYC verification, but it won't be, I would say, it's just going to be email, possibly phone number, possibly name, but there won't be any documents involved. It won't be 100% KYC. That will be for us to be able to get more people from Web 2.0 into Web 3.0 in order for us to be able to notify these people, for the wallets to not be so anonymous inside for the partners, and for partners that make payments through our platform, for them to understand that these payments are absolutely safe for them. Because security is the biggest both advantage and disadvantage of DeFi. Because if a person has transferred money from wallet to wallet, they won't be able to get that money back anymore. So our task is to resolve all of these pain points in the P2P segment. And of course, make it so that our partners have a good constant income. We're not talking about any crazy amounts of money, but when a partner starts to get $5,000 to $10,000 of constant income, that means that they can already do business and live in any country, and they don't have to be tied to any location. That's also one of our priorities for our partners. Of course, the community, for everybody, the community is key. For any team, for any project, the community is the biggest value, and we'll be doing everything for the community to not be disappointed, and for the community to fall in love with our project and love it like they love themselves, because it's actually a people's project. Right, that is true. So Sergey, let's talk about the bonus dollars as well. We've talked about many things, but not that. So let's discuss the bonus dollars. What is their future? What is their value? And what is going to happen there? Now, many people have already appreciated the value of bonus dollars, because being active on our platform and being active in the external environment, getting your bonus dollars, people would substantially save on entering the subscriptions. Some people even paid, I mean, almost everybody has that opportunity to use bonus dollars to pay for up to 30% of the subscription cost, making their earnings not times 2, but actually rather closer to times 3. And we're taking it a step further. People will still be able to earn bonus dollars, but we're also preparing a big airdrop, and this airdrop will be done on the Zilli platform. And I'd like to remind you that when in December at pre-sale, we had the same airdrop. Back then, this platform would be called Q3. And we had a lot of people show up there, about 14,000 people. But back then, people didn't understand what to do with these bonus dollars. Right now, we're already looking for a solution, and we'll find it. A solution to how you can gather these bonus dollars and stake them, and from the staking get our tokens. So the bonus dollars here are actually displaying themselves in a different way here. They save your money, they allow you to make more money, and they provide to people this entrance into our system, and they allow you to get our tokens. So I wasn't using the microphone. While I was listening about the bonus dollars, I'd like to remind you that there's going to be a giveaway today, and we've prepared for you the codes. And let me show you the first code for today, actually. We are going to input the code with our partners. I'm going to put it on the screen, and how to do it, right? We go into our community space spot, we click the menu button, we scroll all the way down, and we need to input the code. I'm going to put it on the screen. Just a second now. So sharing the code. Code for today is 2371813. I'm going to do it with you. I've won a lot of these bonus dollars already, so I'm going to do it once again. So code 1 and 2371813. That's the code. Send. So my code's been accepted. If your code's been accepted just like mine, let me know in the chat in Zoom that you've figured it out, and we can continue. We can continue on with today's event. That's 2371813. Once again, that's the code 2371813. Okay, figured it out. Input the code, waiting for more reactions, and we'll continue our event. So, Sergey, one more topic. At the very beginning, I said we'll talk about this. So let's discuss ratings. Initially, we tested it in one way, then we changed it a bit. So what do you think? What are these ratings about and how they're going to develop? So the ratings, they're kind of experimental marketing moves for us. So that's why we tried ratings that focus on people, like who bought the most subscriptions. And these people, I think now for the 5th or 6th week in a row, some people are always in the top even. We also have even people that got NFTs as a result of that, because one of the conditions, right, is if you're in the rating for 4 weeks, you get an NFT for free. And we've done one more rating, as you all know very well. All of the bonuses and prize funds that that's all coming from the profit of the company. It's all enshrined in the contract. Now, we've done a new rating. You probably have seen it in your personal account, but I don't think you've fully understood yet the whole goodness of how it works. And it works like this. So through the API of Pancake, right, it's tied to our contract, and it reads the info in your wallet of wallets that have made a purchase at PancakeSwap. So if your wallet has made a purchase at PancakeSwap, then you are already part of that rating. And the rating, it counts as $1, 1 point. So if you bought $10 worth, then you have 10 points. If throughout the week you bought $100 worth, then you have 100 points. So this rating gives an opportunity to people who buy tokens to get additional prizes. Now, in this rating, last week the prize was $1,000. And since we made it experimental, we were just looking to see how well the API works. If it doesn't disconnect or anything, then this rating is still there this week. So until the end of the day Sunday. So make it in that rating, and the allocation of the prize will be Monday from that rating as well. And that's a great tool because now I'm seeing more and more people starting to buy tokens on the exchange because even people that are in the crypto market, they understand looking at the graph that it's already time to start doing that. Right, awesome. Thank you very much for sharing this information. It's always great to understand where we're going. And I think after today's event, many partners will have the answers to our questions. So let me give you the statistics now. What we already have as of today, and the freshest, most up-to-date statistics that there is now, 4,252 registrations on our platform. 1,478 people at least own one subscription, and that's 317 people that have 2 or more subscriptions. That's more than 50% re-consuming the subscriptions. And currently 858 bought have one subscription. Sorry, the connection's breaking up a little bit. And overall, the number of purchased subscriptions is 3,300 something. So what I suggest to discuss. So the question is, Sergey, apart from staking and farming, will there be additional products and things being implemented, and how? So in the very beginning, right, when we were thinking, right, when we were still working on this idea, the idea was to make like a startup center where any person could come up with their project and tokenize it on our platform. And this idea of the startup center, it was so we created it. We worked on it in July and in August. And all of that will be aimed at the P2P segment and the B2C segment. So in order for business to be able to communicate with the consumers. And about the new staking and farming that you're asking about, we will also have a liquidity pool for this specific idea where people will be able to, along with USDTs, to add our tokens into the pool. But the profit will be in USDTs. But don't confuse that with staking. That will be a separate liquidity pool. And it's going to work based on a different principle. So currently, it's a lot of ideas to make money. We just, we need to technically kind of have enough time to build all that and test it all out and post it on the platform. All right, Sergey, the next question is, what about the token, right? I think that's a question everybody has. Many are interested in its price and the drop in the market that we're all seeing. Some people are looking in disbelief, concerned about that. How can you comment this situation? See, we are actually on the cryptocurrency market, and the cryptocurrency market has kind of a trend of going up. So the tokens can go up in price, they can go down in price too. And depending on the news and the trends that are there at play, I mean, we never said that our token is just gonna grow all the time. It's volatile. And I told you that this tool, even with merchants, it's still not a stable coin. A merchant can still take a token and sell it right away to get their money back. So, what's happened with the token right now is actually not something scary. It's not something bad. It's actually a new opportunity that will help build up this market with our token. So I wouldn't say up to $1, but the earnings that are coming right now will be significant. And the people that bought the token at 5 cents, 6 cents, they can average it out. And that's what everybody does with cryptocurrency. It's not a centralized project here. It's a project that is DeFi. And any person here, nobody can guarantee anything pretty much on the crypto market. But considering the specifics of our tokenomics and our economics, let's calculate once again. In circulation in 1 year, we'll have 100 million tokens. If you multiply today's price of our token by what's coming in a year, apart from what's in the market today, the capitalization of the company is $600,000. All the tokens that will be unfrozen in a year. I mean, you just don't realize how little that is, because over 3 months altogether, we've made a turnover of about $800,000. And this capitalization, right? Well, let's just put it this way. If you put $250,000 in the market right now, then our token will increase in price 3 times. And that's actually not a big number for the crypto market. And we have not only teams that are already with us interested, but there's new teams joining as well. Indonesia is being very active right now. Africa is launching. And besides, with the new staking, with the new entrance threshold, it's going to be more affordable for a larger number of people. And we're already seeing registrations increase in numbers. Great, wonderful. Yeah, actually development is coming. And so see, the next topic that we'd like to touch upon today is about the event, about our camp. So what about that event? Right, our event was scheduled to this weekend, actually. So taking into account this trend that we've been having on the market and that number of leaders that we kind of failed to get to this event, we've rescheduled this event. So we're still going to have the event, but we'll have it in the fall. And I think before this main event, we will do a few more targeted events in different regions. That may be either Europe or Turkey, depending on where it's going to be easier for people to show up, where there will be more active leaders. So we'll do some targeted events first. But in any case, the people that have already done the promotion, they will be there at that event. Right, Sergey. So let's summarize a bit of what are we doing now? What is the team focused on? What do the partners of the project need to focus on? Let's summarize a bit. We're focusing on the product. So without the product, we won't have an infrastructure. We won't have consumption. And we need to realize that it's not all about the earnings, although the earnings are the key thing, of course. But depending on where this token will be used and how popular it will be, that will determine the price of the token and the interest towards the token, and of course the interest to our staking. Because the advertising, the offers that will be there will be focused not only on the product, but also our unique staking opportunities. So the main focus is on the product, but we're also at the same time developing opportunities to make money. And our platform will be that platform where people will be earning and spending elsewhere on other resources. All right, thank you very much for the answer. For me, I'd like to add a little bit answering the question, right? What is the team focused on right now? I'd like to say that it's a large number of different strategic sessions going on. We do realize that the project's already been launched. There's some audience involved. There's our favorite unique tokenomics, unique staking mechanics. Once again, because a lot of companies would want to have this staking that we have that doesn't depend on the exchange rate. We're very protected. The company focuses strongly on creating an infrastructure for the consumption of these tokens, for the community to be able to interact with different products and different tools for a certain infrastructure to be forming. And all together, we'll be able to create a very awesome atmosphere and an awesome team where all together we will be interacting with each other. All right, so Sergey, thank you very much for all the answers, for the time that you've devoted to us today. And I'm thinking that if the partners still have questions, then we'll be able to either via the chat or via our community manager bot to give more detailed answers to everybody. So thank you very much, Sergey. If you have anything else to say, we'll be happy to listen to. Well, I was very glad to participate in our meeting today. And I want to say that, friends, it's a startup. And a lot of startups don't even make it this far. We've made it this far. We've checked out the mechanic. The mechanic works. We're introducing another mechanic that is going to give you profits in tokens. And at this stage, it will still be profitable. It will be also important. So what the partners can focus on now is the staking. And what we're working on is we're working on the product for you to be able to use that token and for a token to be popular. So I was happy to see you all today, and thank you very much. Great. Thank you very much, Sergey, for your time. Always very valuable to talk to the CEO of the company online in real time, and you're able to see the intentions of our whole team and the plans. Thank you very much, Sergey. And it's a lot of questions arising, like what is this new staking? What are these products? You will find out about all that very soon. So please subscribe to all of our social networks. So please pin them so you don't miss out on anything that we delivered to you. But at the same time, I promise that you will be able to be the first to learn all this information. All right, then it's still the giveaway right now. One more giveaway. And then we'll be able to see who the lucky winners are going to be. We'll have several today. And let me show you the code number 2 right now. You'll have to go into our community space, hit menu, scroll all the way down. All right, you scroll all the way down and input code 2. And code 2 is 373-333. That's 373-333. Send. All right, so the second code has been received. If your code's been received just like mine, then please let us know in the chat and we'll be moving on to the actual giveaway. 373-333. That's 373-333. Okay. I'm thinking you guys have figured it out. I'm seeing in the chat that you've done it. It's done, so I'll ask our community managers to put on the spreadsheet, and in real time, we'll be able to do it. While I'm getting the spreadsheet, 373-333, that's the second code, and as Sergey said, we'll be expanding the opportunity of using these bonus dollars. There will be different options. We discussed today that the team is wanting to come up with new staking opportunities, expand the functionality of in our ecosystem. Most important thing is we started out only 3 months ago, and we already have some big achievements. A lot of companies have already verified us. We've signed partnerships with many renowned partners on this market. So I think we have a big future ahead of us. And also we're unique. Our staking mechanic is unique. We're not tied to the exchange rate. In our staking allows us to earn double our investment. So every 1,000 invested will bring 2,000. And the cost of the token doesn't even matter because you bought tokens for $1,000, a certain amount, price dropped, you still get your money back in dollar equivalent. It's just going to be more tokens. So I'm going to show you the participants of today's giveaway. It's actually a large number. So we all see the screen, 1 to 56. There will be 5 winners of 20 patch bonus dollars each. I am going to set this up on my screen so we can see it all. 1 through 56. Let me just input that. 1 through 56. And let me show you my screen here. So 1 and until 56. That's what I have here. All right, let's do 5 winners right away. And then we'll see who the lucky people are. All right, let's go. The first number is 42. The next number is number 1. Next number is 44. The next number, 25. And the next number is 40. So we've got our 5 winners. Let me close this just for a second. We'll open up the spreadsheet 1 through 56 and we'll see who the winners are. So number 1 is Irina. Irina, I congratulate you. You are the first winner today. The next number is 25. That's Michael. Congratulations. You are the second winner. The next number is 40, and that's Konstantin Topolnitsky. Sorry if I misspelled your name there. Forgive me. The next number is 42. That is Yekaterina Nikolenko. Congratulations to you, number 42. And final number is 44. That's Olga Platonova. Congratulations. You guys are the lucky winners of Patch Bonus Dollars. The value of Patch Bonus Dollars grows with every passing day the project develops, and you'll be able to use them in different ways. So what I want to tell you finally is that work is ongoing. We started. There is still a lot of effort that we need to put in and a lot of work that needs to be done. So let us all together work out this project, expand the number of products, expand the ecosystem. The team has a big plan ahead of them. And I think for the community also, it would be great to focus on the staking, focus on the subscriptions, because that gives you good results. So my name is John Adler. I'm the speaker of the company PayChanger. So we welcome you at all of our events. So congratulations to all of our winners and see you again.